The transition shakes a lot of people. Your phone is bursting with former flames trying to get back in touch with you. Some of your pals want to know your secrets. What is different now? Their eyes expand with wonder and even a hint of envy. They ask. They are all seeing your increased attractiveness, including your self-confidence, your unfake radiance, and the way you enter spaces these days as if you own them. It's not just about how you look. People are loving this new version of you, and your whole energy has transformed. This is the you that has at last taken control of their destiny. The version that no longer feels guilty about occupying space. Everyone in the town can't stop talking because you have them talking. The new you is not only drawing attention, but it is also breaking people's necks. And this is just the start. You could first think that people's reactions to your looks are a result of your changing your look, improving your health, or starting to take better care of yourself. Even while such items are significant, they are not the main topic of conversation. What is really amazing, the transformation that has the entire world gaping, is not just a surface change. It is in your presence, in your energy, in your entire being. Think about this. On how many occasions have you seen someone who seems to have perfect looks, but lacks presence? They do have great attire, symmetrical faces, and good hair, yet something is missing. There is absolutely no draw, no depth, and no spark. Furthermore, there is you. Everyone around you feels something when you enter a room. They are able to sense you in addition to seeing you. They see how you lift your head, how your eyes seem more focused, and how your energy attracts attention without you necessarily trying. That is the reason they are trembling. They are staring for that reason, primarily because this glow-up was not an accident. This was more than just a trendy haircut or outfit. It came from within of you, from the hard effort you put into yourself, from the bad habits you broke, and from the late hours you spent fighting your inner demons. This outcome was achieved by deciding that you deserve better and then working to make that choice a reality, as opposed to fleeing from them. It's possible that you started making your physical, mental, and spiritual well-being a priority. Not only did you quit eating junk food, but you also stopped consuming junk energy. You distanced yourself from people who were draining you and got out of relationships that caused you to question your own value in order to make other people feel more at ease. You stopped shrinking yourself. Not only did you quit asking for love, but you also began being love. It was at that point when the transformation occurred. The difficulty regarding light-ups is that they typically sneak up on the individual at the moment when they are being experienced. In rare circumstances, you may not realize it immediately away while you are simply going about your day repairing and making modest decisions with purpose. All of a sudden you go out into the world, and the world responds differently to you. Strangers tend to smile more. Conversations are more easier to have. Those people who didn't listen to you before are now making every effort to do so. Energy has the capacity to do that. Even if they can't always explain it, people do have reasons for being attracted to you. They are attracted to you due to the frequency that you are now vibrating on, as well as your appearance. The reason for this is because as you elevate yourself, you transform every aspect of yourself, including your speech, movement, and existence. Everything, even the most ridiculous portion, reflects the inner effort you've done. Not that you're trying at all. This is not the place for you to put on a show. This isn't an act. You're just being yourself. The version of oneself that no longer feels guilty about taking up more room. They are unable to turn away because of this. There is a reason you are here. If you sense the call, respond to it. To get deep insights, unique material, and a vibrant community, click Join. This goes beyond just being a member. An awakening is taking place. Enter your divine calling. Be a part of the chosen. The change. The shift in how you are seen by others. The way their eyes linger a bit longer, and the way their voices change when they talk to you are all things that you sensed. It is not simply admiration. Instead, it is awe, perplexity, and sometimes even jealousy, since others can't quite understand what it is about you that makes you unique. All they know is that they can't ignore it. It's impossible to resist this alteration of yours. People are captivated. They find it fascinating. And because of that, people are whispering. Some others are inspired by it, attracted to your energy, and watching from the sidelines in an attempt to learn your secrets. Others are provoked by your progress since it reminds them of places where they haven't developed due to your confidence. People are reminded of their ongoing self-doubt. Because of your luminosity, doubts become more obvious, which is why they are speaking. Even those who were before doubtful of you and had never truly seen you are now sitting up and listening to what you have to say. They are staring at you in shock as soon as you enter the room and go through your social media profiles as if they are searching for clues. Since when did they become so pleasing to the eye? Why do they differ from one another so much? It's not a new physique, a new style, or a new face that people are seeing. It's a new vibe instead. People don't know this information. When you let go of your worries, anxieties, and desire for validation, you release the weight that comes with it. The way that you tower above others is a manifestation of your self-worth. Be more explicit in your speech and occupy space without hesitation. Things start to become intriguing at this point. But not everyone who is discussing you is doing it for the right reasons. Some people are whispering because they respect you, while others are whispering because they are angry that they can no longer manage you properly. They were able to put you at ease if you were feeling anxious or uncertain of who you were while you were still begging to be seated at the table. When you were easier to ignore them, they preferred you. But as soon as you walk into the room, the whole mood changes. They can no longer act as if you are unimportant since you are so loudly present. And this makes other people feel afraid, mostly because when you shine brilliantly and really accept your power, it makes other people want to learn more about you. Like moths to a flame, certain individuals will be attracted to you. The way your light shows their shadows will make others wince because they will feel uncomfortable. Furthermore, there are some who will try to convince you that you haven't changed and that your illumination is really temporary. Conversely, you possess more information. The present stage is neither a passing phase nor a delusion. You were always meant to be a part of this individual. There is no doubt that people will keep talking about it, whether they are jealous of it, infatuated with it, or incapable of enduring it. His grace is a blessing. Click Super. Give $20 or more to help spread his light, and thank you. Your donation is a blessing that sows the seeds that build his kingdom. Not everyone is happy with your shine up. It's true. It threatens a small number of individuals. When you were just another face in the throng, they didn't give a damn about you. You were unremarkable, easy to ignore, and easy to ignore. Nevertheless, people are now able to voice their ideas and views since you have taken charge of your circumstances and are projecting confidence. An indirect praise. Subtle tactics, such as a passive hostile remark or a sudden shift in tone as you walk into a room, are instances of such communication. It may be an old friend of yours who used to support you, but now seems more aloof and chilly than before. Perhaps it is a once friendly colleague who now seems to be annoyed by your presence. Or it can be a former romantic partner who ignored you in the past, but is now trying to fit back in as if nothing had happened. When you were insecure, when you played small, and when you didn't really believe in yourself, notice the pattern. People felt at ease with you. They most closely identified with the version of you that need their approval, that doubted themselves, and that dimmed their brightness to reassure others. On the other hand, the masks start to come off the minute you stop apologizing for being seen and start to embrace your brightness. A thought strikes you. There are certain people who have never really taken to you. They took pleasure in their superiority over you. They valued the fact that you weren't a rival. Despite the fact that they would never admit it, they liked that you weren't giving your best performance. They took pleasure in thinking they were superior to you. But now that others can see you, that you enter a room with your head held high, and that you are requesting attention without saying a word, they are angry with you. The hardest part of it all is that some of these people are the ones you thought would be happy for you. They are family members, friends, and those who have helped you in the past. But your progress has made them uncomfortable. not you. However, they are the subject of this conversation. Due to the fact that your glow-up changed not only who you were, but also how people saw themselves. They are thus forced to ask, why haven't I leveled up? For what reason do they seem so free? There are certain people who would like to make you feel inferior rather than making the effort to grow themselves, and I still feel confined. They'll try to convince you that you've changed too much, that you're acting differently, and that your glow is only a fleeting feeling. Here is the truth, however. Your strength, confidence, and beauty have always been there. What is the only difference, then? It cannot be denied. Gaslighting you into believing you are average will no longer be an option. It drives them mad that they can't make you feel unimportant. So give them the opportunity to talk. Disregard their skepticism. So let them watch from the sidelines and concentrate on shining brilliantly. Mostly because they were never supposed to walk with you in the first place if they are scared by your glow-up. This transformation is not just about changing one's looks. There's something deeper, more complete about it. You changed not only how you looked, either physically or in terms of your confidence, but also how you felt. And whether they realize it or not, people are now responding to something much more important than your appearance. When you heal, elevate, and finally start to walk into the greatest form of yourself, you feel a change in your energy, because true attraction is not only physical, but also spiritual. People are able to detect when you start vibrating at a different frequency. No one can completely ignore it, while some find it attractive while others find it repulsive. This is one of the reasons this glow-up has worked so well. People are not only observing you, they are really seeing you. God has revealed the version of you that was always intended to shine and eliminated the distractions, people, and habits that kept you playing small. Additionally, He eliminated the distractions, and you are now radiating a brightness that is uncopyable and unbuyable. It is a light that comes from being in alignment with your objective. But now things begin to go in a different direction. Some people can't handle your energy since it's too strong for them. This has nothing to do with anything you did wrong. Instead, it's because those who aren't ready for it can't handle your energy. It is crucial to remember that before you had your epiphany and attained this level of self-assurance, there were people who were able to easily sway you with their words, their affirmation, and their presence in your life. They may use their authority to control you. But now that you are aware of who you are, now that you are no longer searching for approval, and now that you walk with a degree of self-respect that demands more, those same individuals are unsure of how to handle you. They no longer have access to you. They are unable to stop you. Additionally, this is the point at which resistance manifests itself, including jealousy and unexpected conflict in relationships you had thought were steady. It isn't because you did something bad that is occurring. Instead, something that has always existed is being revealed by your light. The people who really care about you will be happy about this change. However, those who were just there for the old you will start to distance themselves from you. That shouldn't be a concern since the purpose of this flare-up was more than just drawing attention to you. Instead, it was to assist you in embracing your destiny. God is preparing you for a new era in which you will be seen, heard, and respected in ways that have never been seen, heard, or respected before, in addition to making you more desirable to humanity. What's the most thrilling aspect, then? Things are just getting started. You're not just here. The pull tap is felt. Join to discover purpose, truth, and a community that understands it. This goes beyond just being a member. You're meant to do this. Not only has your glow-up changed how others see you, but it has completely changed how you communicate with love relationships. Some of your former acquaintances have suddenly shown interest in you. These are the ones that believe they could do better, ignored you, or ghosted you. You are receiving direct communications from past love partners who seem to be thinking about you by chance. You are now being asked to give them another opportunity by those who formerly treated you like an afterthought. But the truth is that they don't miss you. Instead, they long for the you who could still tolerate such conduct. They yearn for the one who didn't understand their own worth, who accepted the least amount of work, and who was happy with a half-hearted love. However, that version of yourself is gone. And now that you know how valuable you are, and now that you are confident in yourself, they can see what they should have valued when they had the chance. But there are other things hammering at your door than the past. Furthermore, you attract new folks besides that. Now that you are asserting your authority and exuding self-worth, you are attracting partnerships of a better caliber. These relationships are made with real individuals, people who are aware of your depth, power, and energy. But this is the point at which you must be careful. It's not a given that someone will walk by your side just because they are attracted to your brightness. Some people are attracted to your brilliance for inappropriate reasons. Even if they respect your confidence, accomplishments, and attractiveness, they do not want to imitate the energy that you radiate. Instead, they just want to be in your company. They are unable to provide you sincere encouragement and support. Others will want to have your light, while others may want to dim it so they don't feel like they're being outshined. At this stage, discernment becomes the most crucial element. You should not assume that someone is deserving of you just because they show interest in you. Attraction alone is insufficient. Do they value your advancements? Instead of feeling frightened by your growth, are you able to discover harmony with them? Do they think it should be supported? That's because getting more attention isn't the only goal of your light up. Instead, the goal is to connect with the kind of love that you really deserve, a love that doesn't make you feel smaller. A love that recognizes your worth without having to lose you first, and that doesn't feel like a fight. Thus, the past ought to remain in the past. Let those who don't fit and get rid of themselves. Spending your precious efforts on unworthy individuals would be a waste of it. Furthermore, believe that the right people will discover you when you align yourself. It's not that you're deliberately looking for them. Instead, it's because you've become a different version of yourself that doesn't need to look for anything. Your makeover not only drew admirers, but also those who didn't like you. In the case of some of them, they may have been completely unexpected. You seem to be far removed from the same folks who used to fascinate you. The people who once cheered you on now throw a little shadow over you. There are others who will pretend to be on your side. In actuality, however, they find it unbearable to see you achieve because it reminds them of the areas where they still need to improve. The fact that you have done nothing wrong is not the issue. You haven't deceived them. You didn't fail to show up for anybody. The only thing you did was to demonstrate your authority, and it was enough to make some people uncomfortable because they felt secure. As long as you desired their acceptance till you got over your insecurities, as long as you were questioning yourself, and as long as you were insecure. Nevertheless, the energy started to change the minute you started to appreciate yourself. There are some individuals who will wish to punish you for doing that. They will downplay your accomplishments. Pretend that your current confidence boost is only a temporary phenomenon, or say something sarcastic about how you've changed. Some individuals may attempt to make you feel terrible by pretending that your progress is a personal slight. Who of them is the worst? To hide their envy, they will seem to be worried. You appear to be one of a kind. Do you really think you're happy? Always. Remember back where you came from. People who say things like, "I liked you better before," when you were easier to control, when you had self-doubt, or when you lacked the confidence to set limits, are the ones who have profited from your self-doubt. They found you appealing. But the fact that you know how valuable you are makes them feel threatened. The real testing starts at this moment, since ascension increases the frequency of spiritual attacks, such as envy from negative energy, and those who are trying to undermine you. All of this is a necessary stage in the procedure. To make matters worse, if you are not cautious, these energy-draining creatures will exhaust you. People will put their own insecurities onto you. They will attempt to get you to go back to old habits, outdated thought patterns, and outdated cycles that you have already outgrown. But as a first step, how can you really protect yourself? But don't describe it. It is not your responsibility to justify your progress to anybody. Your real friends will celebrate your success rather than question it. Second, You won't be able to take everyone with you into the following season if you have to cut off relationships. When someone radiates energy, you should trust them. Don't disregard the warning signs. Third, maintain your composure. Whether it's writing, meditation, prayer, or energy cleaning, you should do whatever keeps you grounded. Your spirit is what gives you your shine, not just how you look. Additionally, your glow-up won't last if you let poisonous individuals drain it. There are two choices for you. You have two options. Either you keep shining and let the right people adapt, or you dim your light to let others feel more comfortable. I promise that you will be surrounded by individuals who deserve to be in your life. If you want to appear nice, attract attention, or turn heads, this glow-up is more than just a phase. Right now, it's more than simply looking nice. This is only the beginning of something much bigger. The universe responds to you, so you didn't come this far to stop here. The moment you see yourself as you were always meant to be seen, when you take control of your life, and then you see yourself at last. Abruptly, doors are starting to open. Opportunities that seemed unattainable all of a sudden became accessible. Instead of aggressively chasing success, you might begin to attract it by connecting with it. Furthermore, this is the part that will shock you the most. The actual gifts that come to you over time are not only admiration, wealth, or status. They also include clarity, tranquility, and the unwavering awareness that you are on the path you were meant to follow. You start to realize that the things you once begged for, the people you once sought, and the situations you once accepted were never meant for you. 00:28:23:03 to 00:27:56:04. Not sure. You are now the table itself. Therefore, getting a place at the table no longer requires you to compete with others. Nevertheless, this next level entails responsibility, mostly because the more one shines, the more they will be put to the test. Not everyone is going to be happy for you. Some individuals will not support your assertion. Between 00:28:23:22 and 00:28:51:00. Not sure. There will be someone who will try to bring you back to reality. Some individuals may seem to be on your side, yet they may be secretly hoping for your collapse. As a result, the hardest thing you are now dealing with is staying focused, keeping your attention on your purpose, keeping your focus on your own development, and keeping your eyes on the big picture. 00:29:17:21 to 00:28:51:18. Not sure. There was more to this glow-up than merely disproving others. It has to do with something very different. It was all about proving you were right. It was about accepting that you were worthy of more and not settling for anything less than that. Additionally, when you begin this new season, remember that the rewards that await you are limitless. 00:29:50:13 to 00:29:18:04. Not sure. These benefits include more opportunities, better relationships, and greater success. And of all the blessings, what is the greatest? The understanding that you may feel worthwhile without needing approval from others. You built the framework for it. You're not pursuing these days. Instead, you're drawing people to you. You are now trusting after overcoming your stage of doubt.